In a world filled with distractions, emotional chaos, and endless noise, the wisdom of the Stoics offers men a path toward strength, clarity, and inner peace. The philosophy of Stoicism is not a set of abstract theories meant only for scholars, but a practical guide for life designed to help us overcome struggles, face adversity, and build resilience. Today, we will explore the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, and also draw insights from Niccolò Machiavelli's The Prince. Together, their lessons create a powerful framework for modern men who wish to master themselves, navigate relationships with wisdom, and live with purpose. Stoicism begins with a simple yet profound principle. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. This is the foundation of true masculine strength. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor of Rome, reminded himself daily that external events are beyond our command. What is within our control is our judgment, our choices, and our character. For men seeking to build stronger relationships, this principle is crucial. Too often, emotions like jealousy, anger, or insecurity poison love and friendship. The Stoic man understands that he must govern his passions, not be governed by them. Seneca, one of Rome's greatest thinkers, warned about wasting time on trivialities and urged men to focus on what truly matters. In relationships, this means not being consumed by petty arguments or the illusions of control. A Stoic man does not demand perfection from his partner, nor does he crumble when confronted with disappointment. Instead, he maintains composure, focusing on virtue, patience, and wisdom. A man who cannot govern himself will never be able to inspire respect in others. And this is where Stoicism aligns with the timeless advice of Machiavelli. Machiavelli, though often misunderstood, taught that power, influence, and survival require discipline, clarity, and sometimes even detachment. While Stoics focus on inner mastery, Machiavelli speaks to the outer world of politics and human behavior. Together, their teachings form a complete vision. A man must master himself on the inside, but also learn to navigate the complexities of society and relationships on the outside. As Machiavelli noted in The Prince, men are often ungrateful, fickle, and self-serving. To expect otherwise is naive. The Stoic accepts this reality, not with bitterness, but with calm strength, adjusting his expectations to the truth of human nature. Epictetus, once a slave, proved that true freedom comes not from wealth or status, but from the mastery of one's mind. He said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." For men today, this lesson is vital. In love, freedom comes not from controlling your partner, but from controlling your reactions. In life, freedom comes not from chasing every desire, but from knowing which desires to reject. Discipline in thought, word, and action is the key to self-mastery. Let us reflect for a moment on the modern man. Surrounded by instant gratification, endless choices, and social pressures, he is often lost in confusion. But the Stoic path offers a compass. It teaches men to value courage over comfort, wisdom over pleasure, discipline over distraction. A Stoic man builds his worth not on fleeting emotions or temporary victories, but on the timeless foundation of character. In relationships, this means cultivating loyalty, patience, and strength. In life, it means facing adversity not with complaint, but with dignity. Consider the lessons of Marcus Aurelius again. Despite ruling the greatest empire of his time, he faced betrayal, war, and personal tragedy. Yet his writings and meditations are filled not with complaints, but with reminders to himself. Be humble, be just, be calm. He teaches us that the true measure of a man is not how he behaves when things are easy, but how he stands firm when life is cruel. Seneca adds another perspective. He warns us against being slaves to our passions, reminding us that anger, greed, and envy consume the soul. He tells us that real wealth is not in possessions, but in contentment. A man who is at peace with himself is richer than any king. In relationships, this means a Stoic man does not beg for affection or crumble in the face of rejection. He knows his value and remains grounded no matter the outcome. Machiavelli reinforces this lesson with realism. While Stoics teach us to master the self, Machiavelli warns us to never ignore the realities of human nature. People may admire virtue, but they often follow strength. A man who blends Stoic inner mastery with Machiavellian outer awareness becomes unstoppable. He knows when to be gentle and when to be firm, when to compromise and when to stand unshaken. He is not naive about the world, nor enslaved by it. For men seeking to elevate their masculine consciousness, Stoicism teaches that true masculinity is not about dominance over others, but mastery over the self. It is the ability to remain calm in chaos, to act with integrity when tested, and to love without becoming enslaved by attachment. The Stoic man is a fortress of discipline, wisdom, and strength. And when he combines this with the realism of Machiavelli, he becomes a leader, a protector, and a strategist capable of navigating both the storms of emotion and the complexities of society. And let us not forget Epictetus. Born into slavery, he rose to become one of the most influential teachers of philosophy. His life is proof that external chains cannot enslave the mind. He teaches men that no insult, no betrayal, no loss can truly harm them unless they allow it. Imagine carrying this mindset into relationships, never being shaken by disrespect, never losing composure in the face of disappointment, never begging for love, but instead offering it freely, anchored in self-respect. This is the power of Stoicism. And so, the path is clear. The Stoic man studies Marcus Aurelius to learn humility and strength. He studies Seneca to learn wisdom and discipline. He studies Epictetus to learn freedom and resilience. And he studies Machiavelli to learn strategy and realism. Together, these teachings build a man who is not only unshakable in himself, but also effective in the world. A man who leads with strength, loves with clarity, and lives with purpose. If you are listening to this, remember, your journey toward mastery begins with discipline. Discipline in your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Embrace discomfort, for it is the path to growth. Reject illusions, for they weaken the spirit. Build resilience, for life will test you again and again. Walk the Stoic path, and you will discover that true power lies not in controlling others, but in controlling yourself. This is the wisdom of the Stoics, enriched by the insights of Machiavelli and other great thinkers. A wisdom that can transform your relationships, elevate your masculinity, and prepare you for any trial. Take these lessons, apply them, and walk forward as a man of virtue, strength, and resilience. Thank you for listening. If you found value in this message, leave a comment below, share your thoughts, and let me know how Stoicism has impacted your life. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next lesson on the Stoic path to mastery.